So rumor has it that Big U is trying to get your boy T Money to get him out the feds. I mean, so far it's just a rumor, but this video comes from Top Media TV. I'll leave the link in the description. Y'all know how we do it. We gets right into it.
And it seems like Big U is really making things bad for himself. The feds accuse him of, doing things while he's on the inside. Also, they say that Big U plans to ask and reach out to Donald Trump for help. That's right, as you can see in the title. It goes on to say Big U has an elaborate plan to get Donald Trump to intervene in his extortion case. Now, this is what the feds say, yo. They say that that's what Big U's trying to do. So we gonna go over the article and see what they're trying to say, man, because this is crazy if this is true.
Now, how would they know that? Well, I guess if you think about it, they listening to them phone calls. They listening to all them phone calls. So any letter he write, any of that. So I mean, ain't nothing illegal about that. If you got the resources, let's get back into it.
Goes on to say Eugene Big Haley Jr., the former manager of Nipsey Hussle, who is facing federal charges, has a plan to get out of legal trouble, and according to federal prosecutors, the plan involves Donald Trump. In a brief filed in federal court on Monday, April 21, prosecutors argued that Hanley should remain in custody pending trial and referenced one of the crimes he is accused of, allegedly soliciting charitable donations from celebrities, then putting the money in his personal bank account. They also said that while locked up, Hanley was continuing to pull similar stunts. Even in his short time in custody, he is up to his old tricks, once again trying to use some of those same celebrities for his personal gain. Then the feds alleged that Hanley had a plan to enlist Trump on his behalf while simultaneously insulting the president. He has even suggested that he can manipulate the president of the United States into intervening in the case and dropping the charges, even as he simultaneously derisively refers to the president as the Orange Man while in custody. So Big U is in custody.
Now hold up. I think at this point, Republicans even call him the Orange Man, so that might not be so disrespectful. I seen a campaign sign or two said, "I'm riding with the Orange Man," basically. So
Referring to Donald Trump as the Orange Man, and he's referencing Donald Trump as somebody who could help him get out of jail. Later on, the document goes into more detail. It claims that Hanley has concocted an elaborate plan over jail calls to use politically connected associates, including identified victims in this case whom he has already defrauded, to advocate for the president's intervention in his case. So they're trying to say that Big U is actually trying to reach out to the same very people that they trying to say he was extorting, and he's trying to use those same celebrities to reach out to Donald Trump to help his case. And he's referring to Donald Trump as the Orange Man. So he's not saying Donald Trump by name. He's calling him the Orange Man. I think he's trying to speak in code so the feds don't find out anything. But they're already putting out a whole article, already exposing the whole thing. It's crazy.
him trying to use people that he already extorted. That's what bullies do. That's what bullies do, and they wouldn't do it if it didn't work. 9 out of 10, the people that he already extorted, they already had some fear in their heart for him. So a lot of them gonna roll with the plan. So
Now,
that
that
ain't
could be
nothing
the
new.
main reason why Big U was denied bail because, that brief was released by the FBI where they're trying to say Big U was trying to reach out to Donald Trump. So by the time he showed up to the courtroom on Tuesday morning, he was denied bail. So, they trying to say Big U is a flight risk, but also they really trying to say he's still trying to pull moves while he's inside prison. They trying to say he's still trying to reach out to people, including victims in this case. He's trying to reach out to help him get out or help celebrities, people in high position, to reach out to Donald Trump, aka the Orange Man, according to Big U. So Of course, by the time he shows up to court Tuesday morning, they denied him bail. I mean, that's the outcome. Now, also, they trying to say how Big U was calling out various people like Wack 600 in his last video before he had turned himself in, that they was working with the police. They also mentioned another associate of Big U who put a post on social media calling for those who Henley named in the video to be killed. So that's another reason. Now, also, this is another serious situation where the prosecutor said an anonymous victim and a witness in this case had pretty much asked the government, if you can't even arrest Big U or if he's going to be let out, how are you going to protect me? So he's trying to say how some witnesses have came forward and said they're not going to testify if there's even a slight chance that Big U is going to be let out. So they saying how if Big U gets bail, then these witnesses is terrified, they scared, and they're not going to testify. So that's another reason to believe why they're not going to let Big U out now. It seems like they're not going to let Big U out until trial. There's too many things going on. There's a lot of victims, witnesses that are scared right now. Scared of Big U, scared what he might do if he's back on the streets. There's a lot of people in this case who are victims. They saying Big U is up to his old tricks, even inside the detention center. They saying he's still trying to make moves. He's trying to reach out to people, so they have every reason to believe that Big U is a flight risk and also a danger to the victims, the witnesses, y'all. So it's ugly, man.
It's a double-edged sword when it comes to wanting to testify against people, wanting to be witness. I mean, on one hand, you want justice for the wrongdoing that was done to you. But on the other hand, the police not protecting you. The feds ain't protecting you. They will have your ass on the Channel 5 News in the courtroom like it was him. Right there. That was him. They got your name in the documents, all of this, that, and the third. So it's public information, so his homeboys, his associates, his family members, the people that want to take up for Big U, they feel like they got to bust a move for him, or if he get able to put the word out that this is what I want you to do, they know who you are. They know who you are, and that kind of needs to change if the justice system wants to be as effective as they can be. I understand the person got to be in court and whatnot, but you ain't got to put them in the news. You ain't got to put them on the documents, all that. But that's just my opinion. All of this talk about the Orange Man. What if we find out one day that Big U talking about some Mexican guy that sell oranges, that he know that he might know a guy that sell oranges. I'm just saying. What y'all think about it, though? Leave me a comment. Let me know how y'all think about it. If the word do get to Trump, do you think Trump would intervene? You think he'll save Big U skin? I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel. If you made it this far, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.